And I'm going to invite Mineo Hattori-san from Japan Marketing Association. Please, Hattori-san.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Professor Kim, Roger, Judy, MIS team. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to join this special event. I think the consumer trend or consumer attitude of Japan is quite similar to the that of Korea. But let me share with you the corona or COVID situation in Japan and the implication of COVID on people's behavior in Japan. Next slide, please. In Japan, now the situation is quite stable. We have about 70,000 confirmed cases and 850 people died. Still, these numbers are relatively small compared with the other regions in the world. Next slide. This is the daily number of patients. In Japan, the peak was around early and middle of April. From the beginning of May, the number has been on the decline, and finally, on this Monday, the Japanese government ended the state of emergency. So businesses, schools, shops, and restaurants, everything is beginning to start normally from this week. Next slide, please. I'll skip this slide. What I wanted to say was Asia is far better than the rest of the world. Next slide. How did we cope with COVID in Japan? On April 7th, when COVID virus spread rapidly throughout Japan, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe declared the state of emergency, but his tone was quite moderate. What he said was to ask people to avoid suicides. Suicides are closed spaces, crowded places, and close contact or social distancing. He also asked people to avoid unnecessary outing and ask people to reduce personal contact by 80% at any scene of daily life. So in Japan, there was no lockdown of city or country border, no legal punishment or restrictions, no police arrests, no fine, and no penalty. Rather, the Japanese government relied on the goodwill and the voluntary action of ordinary people. Next slide, please. So as far as the statistics is concerned, I think the Japanese government approach was successful. This shows the number of people who visited commercial and entertainment areas like Ginza or Shinjuku. Like other countries in the world, people avoided these places, but the difference is whether their attitude is voluntary or not. Next slide, please. And this is the workplace. There are many Japanese workers who chose to work at home. And next slide. And this is the number of the stay home. And the number of people who stayed home increased dramatically. They chose to stay home. This is a big change for the Japanese consumer or lifestyle. Next slide, please. So early this month, the Japanese government issued the guideline on the new social behavior. I think for most Japanese, transition to new social behavior is not so difficult. It's already happening to us. And I also remember in 2011, after the big earthquake and tsunami hit northern part of Japan, consumers' attitude changed dynamically. At that time, people wanted desperately personal ties with other people, and many people volunteered to work for society, and social causes became more important for consumer buying behavior. So there is no reason for Japanese consumers to change their attitude. It's already happening. Next slide, please. I finished my presentation by citing Iris Ohyama's cases. Iris Ohyama is a consumer product company in Sendai, Japan. The company was severely damaged by the big earthquake and tsunami in 2011. But they focused their invest money solely into the new LED lighting businesses because they knew after the earthquake, consumers would be more conscious about energy efficiency. They are now the leader of LED lighting market in Japan. And this year, this company decided to produce masks in Japan right after the outbreak of COVID pandemic in China. They were now successful again right after the crisis. So a lesson we can learn from this company is that the speedy decision by management is very, very important, especially during the crisis time. And next slide, please. That's for my presentation, and thank you very much, and look forward to hearing other countries' cases. Thank you.